Hi, everybody. My name is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto Under 20. And today I am warming up my car. It is 4:36 in the morning. It is 11 out before you do the wind chill. It's freezing here. So I have to go over and do a few things at the cottage before my day begins, because then there's a few more things I have to do at the cottage before my day begins. So today is Thursday, December 28th. And I screwed up what day I said it was on the weigh-in, but today is Thursday, December 28th, and I weighed 122.4 with my naked weigh-in. And so I will put that on my chronometer, which you can't see, but I will put it on it, and that's what I weigh for the week. So today is Sarah's school. And this is the book, Additives. And the first one we're going to do today, or this time, is Carrageenan, also called Carrageenan. And it is a fascinating topic. It is derived from red seaweed, and the people that manufacture it, process it, have somehow duped even the organic world into thinking that this is an okay product for you. But what it does is it causes inflammation inside your body. There are two types of, people pronounce it both ways, Carrageenan. Neither one should you be eating. So what happens is they do the processing of the Carrageenan, and they come up with a, what is it called? It is called a food grade, and then the other one is called the degraded version. Well, that sounds scary enough, doesn't it? And when they've done tests on the Carrageenan that are processed, that state that they are food grade, they will find that there are some degraded parts to it, sometimes 3% all the way up to 25%. Now, what does this do to your body? This is the best visual I can tell you. This was printed from the Cornucopia Institute, and I love it. And it describes what inflammation may look like inside of your body, causing all kinds of things like stomach distress, IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, and also things like bloating. And if inflammation is added to, layered over every single day with inflammatory food, quotes, items, it could eventually cause cancer. So in some of this, there's a couple of testimonies from people that quit Carrageenan products, and immediately the symptoms cleared up. And as soon as they mistakenly introduced something with Carrageenan in it, the symptoms all came back. So it's just one more thing you have to look at. And I've been talking about this for a while, but it's been generally overlooked because whoever is getting the press out there that it's an okay ingredient don't want to have to change up their products. And I will tell you, here in the Northeast of the United States, Hood Dairy puts Carrageenan in everything. Their cottage cheese, their creams, and maybe their sour cream too. Yeah. And so I don't use those products. And I buy the Organic Valley heavy whipping cream, and it has no Carrageenan in it. I noticed that the Califia almond milk products, all the products they have out, they used to have Carrageenan in them, and they were kind of, it's my story and I'm sticking to it. And then suddenly they removed it and plastered all over the front of their items, no Carrageenan. So, so if you're looking for something, what would be a healthy, okay alternative is guar gum. That is not hazardous to your health. So sometimes you will see in the organic products, I think it's in Good Culture cottage cheese, the organic one that I have. It's guar gum and not, and sometimes you'll see cellulose too. But it's a thickening agent that is tasteless, and it gives a, I guess, a fatty textured taste feel in your mouth. So people like that and overlook it, and it's like no big deal. I know that in the White Wave products, which is almond breeze, they were putting it in, and public opinion got to them. And it definitely is a consumer-driven deal. If enough consumers contact people like Hood and tell them that they will not be buying their products until they remove the carrageenan, maybe that will be enough pressure for them to change up their formula and use guar gum instead of the carrageenan. But this is what the Cornucopia Institute says. Putting carrageenan in food is like putting poison ivy in skin lotion. The only difference is we cannot see the inflammation, lesions, ulcerations, and polyps in our intestines. Both are natural, and both are cause for concern. And so you want to avoid the carrageenan in your products. And the fact that some organic products still use it is pretty wild. So it's kind of slipped through the cracks. Where you want to look for this, it says it's a wide variety of processed foods and beverages ranging from coconut water, low-fat dairy products, but I've seen it in the high-fat ones too, and dairy substitutes to nutrition bars, deli meats, and pre-cooked chicken. So, yeah, kiss a fool, have a fight. So, yeah, that's where you want to look for it in your label reading. And reading labels really is going to school. You will see items listed on some of the things that you're having, and you have no idea whether this is good for you or not good for you. And, you know, in my search, sometimes I can't find an organic product. So hopefully I find a non-GMO product, you know, in the family of whatever product it is, because at least it doesn't have that inside of it if I can't get the organic. So the rap sheet's pretty bad on the food and beverages that contain the carrageenan. And some people have been working tirelessly in their field and writing many peer-reviewed articles, you know, doctors and research scientists and things, to just speak of the alarm of the carrageenan in our food system. And the lobbyists are so good at getting it, you know, not included. There's another institute, NOSB, which is the National Organic Standards Board, and they determined what non-organic ingredients could be used in organic foods, approved by a 1-vote margin that the continued use of carrageenan in foods labeled as certified organic. I would say that kind of slipped through. And I would say that now in 2017, I wonder if the vote would be a 1-vote margin, right? So they have, the lobbyists have convinced enough corporate-friendly people in that, that agency, like Whole Foods, Organic Valley, and Driscoll's, and you will see their name on organic products, and you will also see that that ingredient still flies by with them. Although in the Organic Valley that I use, the heavy whipping cream and sometimes the pasture-raised butter and other things, maybe some cheeses I've bought, there's no carrageenan. So, yeah, but rats in the controlled environment of labs have come down, have gotten cancer from having carrageenan in their food plan. And whether it's food grade or degraded, just the more you know, the more it's just like, really? So when they tell us to eat whole foods and we, you know, try to have something that's a little processed like heavy whipping cream or cottage cheese or something, we're duped again. And we think that that's a whole food, you know, as minimally processed as possible. So there's testimonies in here, and yeah, it talks about how consumers can ultimately call the shots on something like this by contacting the food manufacturers that use the item, the carrageenan, still, and tell them, I'm simply not buying your products. And I would say even list the people that you are buying them from. And the person that brought this to light was Food Babe, and her name is Vani Hari. And if you Google Food Babe, you will see that she is a pioneer, a ranger in the world, and she brought it to our attention. And she has a popular blog, and she talks about not ingesting carrageenans. So yeah, that's who started this bowl rolling. And I'll close with, apparently then, such feedback is what really required to get this inflammatory, addictive, and other pernicious ingredients out of our food. That begins with reading the ingredients labels on products, even organic ones where carrageenan is concerned, avoiding these with harmful additives and letting the manufacturers of those know the reason why. So, and another PS to the whole carrageenan is that it is also put in specifically or more than dog food. It's put in cat food. So check out your wet cat food for your little fluffies and muffins and snuggles and snowflakes, because you could see carrageenan in those items too for your cats. And so it just never ends, and where they can squeeze some harmful things in, they will continue to do that. Why? Because, Big Pharma, they'll help you. They'll give you a pill, a lotion, a drink that'll make it all better. So be wise, be cautious. These things happen. They're out there. They don't care about your health. The food industry does not care about what they put in their food that you eat, and the doctors don't even bother to ask you what you're eating to see if there's a culprit in there that's show enough. It's just absolutely amazing. And I'll never forget, I went to my pulmonologist and told him that for 2 years I haven't had wheat, and for 2 years I haven't had bronchitis. And he said, there's no connection. Really? I wasn't allergic to wheat, except you don't even talk about that? So, yep, it's out there. We have to be our own investigators and detectives and sometimes doctors. But that's why we're all here. We want to get healthy, and we want to stay healthy. And we need to spread the word about certain ingredients. And this is the first chapter of the Badditives, Carrageenan. And I look forward to Sarah's School with something else soon. Thanks so much for watching. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food, with Keto under 20 today. And it is under 20, a big A salad. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now.